It was an unusually warm Halloween night here in Spokane, but also full of real fright and danger for people living in Hilliard. Police say that's where a man armed with a butcher knife threatened to slash trick-or-treaters and accused them of worshiping the devil. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey joins us live at Central and Regal with the details. Jeff?
And Dave, neighbors say it started just after the sun went down when John Gouvier could be heard ranting and raving in his own backyard. However, when trick-or-treaters started coming down the street, police say Gouvier moved to the sidewalk and allegedly began brandishing a knife.
And the guy was standing out by the neighbor's house hollering and screaming, and he apparently had a knife about yay long in his hand.
Folks here in Hilliard have a pretty high tolerance for rowdy behavior, but no one was willing to put up with the profanities that John Gouvier was using in front of trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, we had several kids walking up and down, doing trick-or-treating, and he was out hollering and screaming obscenities about people worshiping the devil.
And that's when Bob Waldbogel asked his neighbor to go back inside his home and calm down.
He told me he'd come over and cut my heart out.
And so Bob called 911.
The knife is probably about this big.
Arriving officers found Gouvier and cornered him in his yard at gunpoint. Gouvier charged the patrolman who managed to get Gouvier to drop his weapon at the very last second.
And officers told him to drop the knife, and at first he didn't respond, and then eventually he finally threw the knife down, and the officer was able to tackle him and get him subdued.
Other residents worried they were about to witness an officer-involved shooting and are surprised that police showed as much restraint as they did.
Yeah, I'm impressed that it was another fatal shooting by a police officer, because I thought for sure it was going to happen, how it's starting to unfold.
I mean, they kind of had a bad rap lately, and he could have been shot justifiably.
Now, during his first appearance in court today, we learned that Gouvier has no criminal history, and so his bond was reduced from $75,000 to $7,500. The people who live here wish that bond amount was a little bit higher, but say otherwise. Gouvier has been a good neighbor, and they kind of hope that is now out of his system. Reporting live in Hilliard, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.